What's going on, everyone, and welcome to Geforce Now News Thursday. So if you're new to the channel, every single Thursday morning I put out a video for Geforce Now. It's usually the news that we get from Nvidia, the new games added to the service, highlights, those kind of things. Still pretty slow right now for the holiday. No emails rolling out from Nvidia, so I'm just kind of putting together an easy, quick video for you here for some Geforce Now news. What I did was I came across an article today that I really enjoyed from Chrome Unboxed, and I want to share that with you here. We're also going to go take a look in the app at some free games. I want to talk about those, and I want to go over some settings in Geforce Now because I've been getting a lot of questions and comments and over on Discord and Twitter about some blurriness with games and about some settings, and I want to just talk about a couple of those. I'll have more in-depth videos coming soon on that, along with more gameplay videos and things, but I just want to touch on it a little bit here. So if you're new to the channel and you haven't been following it, you might not know, but Cyberpunk has brought a ton of attention to cloud gaming, especially from people with the base last-gen consoles like the Xbox One or PS4, have really been looking for a way to play Cyberpunk. Even though the game has a lot of issues, there's lawsuits and all kinds of stuff like that. Obviously, the game wasn't ready for launch on all platforms. However, for me on PC, it's fantastic. On Xbox Series X, it's been running fantastic. And on Geforce Now and Stadia, it's been running fantastic. But the game has certainly brought a ton of attention to channels like mine and to cloud gaming. What I want to do is go over this article first with you that I came across from Chrome Unboxed, and it did a really good job of putting into perspective what cloud gaming is up to for 2021 and going into the future. Nvidia Geforce Now shows explosive growth for cloud-based gaming in 2020, and man, has it. And not just Geforce Now, cloud gaming and gaming in general. God, try to get a console or PC parts or a GPU or a CPU, or even these services like Geforce Now are selling out. It's been tough to even get your hands on some of these things. But anyways, let's go through this article a little bit more. We've talked quite a bit about Geforce Now in the last year, and for good reason. It's a fantastic game streaming service that works well across a ton of platforms. Back in February, they launched out of beta and brought their Chrome OS solution in August, allowing users to stream their game libraries on Chromebooks with only the Chrome browser. And this was a great move. A lot of people picked it up on there. They had some great promotions as well. This move solidified Geforce Now as a great solution for Chromebook users as a competitor to Google's own Stadia game streaming platform, and played a part in what would be the monumental growth over the course of 2020 for Nvidia's cloud gaming setup. And boy, did they have some tremendous growth this year for the service. With an iOS, iPadOS version now available via Safari, Geforce Now can be used on just about any device running Windows, macOS, Android, iOS, iPadOS, or Chrome OS. Better yet, that service works really well on all those platforms and allows for users to leverage portions of their existing PC game libraries. Geforce Now on my Chromebook is the preferred way to play Fortnite, for instance. So yes, a portion of your games, we know Geforce Now doesn't have every game, but it's up to the developer. They can't really control all the games that are on there. All the developer really has to do is opt in. They don't have to port the game. They don't have to really do any extra work. They just have to allow it to be there. So here's where it gets interesting. Massive growth for Geforce Now in 2020. According to Nvidia, Geforce Now users have absolutely skyrocketed. Back in February, at first launched, the number of users hovered around 1 million. Fast forward to August and the release of the Chrome-based web player, and the company reports growth of 4 times that, up to 4 million users. Now, at the end of 2020, Nvidia Geforce Now has grown to over 5 million registered users, making that a growth of 500% since its launch back in February. These numbers are for November, and so that does not include the massive uptick likely happening from the iPad and iPhone users. Also, Cyberpunk. I'm not sure that it includes the amount of people that have wanted to sign up for these services like Geforce Now and Stadia since Cyberpunk has come out, and it's kind of the place to play it because the base consoles especially are really rough. And here's where it gets interesting in this last paragraph here about the financial projections. According to a Newzoo report, cloud gaming is projected to generate $585 million in 2020, up from $170 million in 2019, and not really surprising considering the year we've had for gaming. Projections hold that by 2023, just 2 years from now, the cloud gaming industry could be worth a massive $4.8 billion. Companies like Nvidia are in prime position to take advantage of this, and while Stadia and Geforce Now are competitors taking on cloud gaming from very different angles, as are Luna and other companies, everybody's got their own kind of way they're going at it. As Chromebook users, we get to sit back and enjoy both, and that is the part of all of this that has us all here at Chrome Unboxed so thrilled about the future of these platforms. And I wanted to read through that last part because I agree. This is an exciting thing to see. The more money these services generate, the more eyes are going to look at them, the more developers will opt in for Geforce Now, the more developers will optimize games for Stadia to run even better. The more likely we are just to get more competition and more growth in cloud gaming. And that would really be good for everybody. Cloud gaming has a huge future. It's exciting to see where it's going to go, especially in 2021, and it'll be really exciting to cover all of it from Geforce Now to Stadia to Luna to Shadow, maximum settings, whatever the case may be. It's going to be exciting to watch not just all of our local hardware, but our cloud gaming continue to upgrade and grow. So I can't wait to see where it goes. Now let's go ahead and jump over to the Geforce Now app. I want to take a look at some of those free games for you and go through some settings. I want to talk a little bit about some of the settings over in Geforce Now. All right, so here we are over in the Geforce Now app. I just want to go over a couple of things really quickly to wrap up our Geforce Now Thursday. Sales and special offers. These are games on sale in other in the stores. You can go check those out. They've got their featured area that you can get into. But most importantly is the free-to-play. Now, 75 games, I actually think there's a few more than that, are available. These are all free-to-play games. You've got Destiny 2, Apex, League of Legends, Rocket League, Fortnite, World of Tanks, Path of Exile, Dota 2, War Thunder, Hyperscape, Paladins. I'm not going to go through all of these, but the point is there's a lot of really good free-to-play games on Geforce Now. It's one of the places that Stadia is suffering a little bit right now. They don't have a big library of free, like actual free. They made Destiny 2 free recently, so even if you're on the free tier of Stadia, you can play Destiny 2. There's a couple of games, but not this many at all, not even close. There's like 2 or 3 right now. So this is a place where Geforce Now just really, really shines. I'm going to scroll down through the rest of these. You guys can take a look. Tons of great free-to-play games on Geforce Now. I realize in some areas Geforce Now is selling out of the Founders Edition. I realize that on the free tier, the service has gotten so popular that sometimes there's quite a wait. 44 minutes the other day I saw on a free tier waiting to get in, and those are only hour-long sessions, and you got to relog in. Founders is about 6-hour-long sessions, which for most people, including myself, is absolutely fine. So just keep that in mind. I do understand there are some shortages. I understand there are some waits right now, but technically you could get the free tier of Geforce Now, and you would have 75 free games you could go add to your PC libraries and play those. So to me, it's just a really fantastic value for the service that they have these games on there, and they're continuing to add more and more. I will be doing some videos and testing out more of these free-to-play games. I have a Destiny 2 video up. I'll get into some more, especially ones that I can get into some frame rates through Steam, and we can maybe see how those are really running. But definitely don't underestimate the power of the free-to-play games, because they're some of the most popular games out still that you can play, and they're all available on Geforce Now. All right, so the last thing I want to do is just jump over to settings. I'm getting a lot of comments and questions about stream quality and issues people are having. And while a couple of these settings may not fix your issues, I do know that for some people, they're not really going in and trying to tweak their settings at all for their streaming quality. So make sure whether you're in the Chrome browser, you're on your Safari browser, you're using the app on the PC or Mac, whatever the case is, come in, and pretty much you're always going to want to run custom is pretty much where it's at. You go into custom. Now, depending on your internet, you'll see our gigabyte per hour change up here. Depending on if you have a data cap or if you have internet speed issues, will depend on what you want to do with your max bit rate. But I don't like to leave this to auto. For me, I can run everything 50 and higher. It's not an issue. So I like to max out on my bit rate. This is going to change the quality of what your stream looks like. The higher your bit rate, the better quality for your stream. However, you can introduce latency and lag and issues or problems if your internet has issues. For me, this is perfect. If you're having issues with the quality of how your picture looks, go into custom and change your max bitrate and start playing around with this based on your internet speed and see if you can't get a better image here. Also, make sure that you're set at your 1080p. You don't want to be defaulting down to something else. 60 FPS, make sure you're on your 60. This is another important one. Adjust for poor network conditions. You would think you want this on, don't. Have this turned off, because even with really good internet here at my house for all this testing and everything, there will be times that this thing will still just want to downgrade my resolution or give me problems for no apparent reason. I leave this turned off, don't adjust for poor network conditions, and I get a fantastic experience this way. VSync you can have on or off. It really depends on what you're doing. For some of the particular gaming and testing I was doing, I had VSync on because I was having a little bit of issue, and I happened to fix it with some of the jitter and screen tear and stuff like that. So depending on how you're running your local system, what device you're on, different things like that, you may or may not just experiment with your VSync here, but definitely have your adjust for poor quality network conditions turned off, 60 FPS, 1080p, and run the highest bitrate you can. Don't have it on auto if you can help it, and make sure you're connecting to a good server location based on your area. Now, as far as just that being the best options I can give you for your stream quality this way, this is the simplest way in app. Now, there's just going to be issues that happen with cloud gaming. There's going to be issues where it doesn't feel smooth, it jitters, it stutters, it may not happen the next day. These type of things are the inconsistencies that are cloud gaming, and I will be doing a deeper dive video soon for you, really showing the differences between cloud gaming and local gaming. But I wanted to just kind of put this up there because I have been getting a lot of questions lately about settings and stream quality, and people really having issues with blurry images, and I don't have hardly any of that. Some games, in-game settings I have to play with also to get things proper. But as far as just starting off from a good starting point in the app, this should give you an idea. If you're not already doing this, jump into your Geforce Now and start playing around with these settings, and I think you might be able to get a better picture quality out of it. So this is just a good starting point. It's definitely not the be all end all here, but it'll get you started. All right, I think that's going to do it for our Geforce Now News Thursday. We'll keep these going every single Thursday, even if there's not a lot of news. I thought that article was really well done. I wanted to touch on the free games and the settings here a little bit in the app. So thanks a lot for coming to check out the video. Really appreciate it. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, bell, all that kind of stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one.